Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel. My name's Paul, and this is Time Vamp. Not only that, this is the first video ever for the Time Vamp channel. Today we're going to get stuck into some Broken Sword. I love these point-and-click adventures, going back way back to Monkey Island and all of those, right up my alley. I like remasters, I love them, and I'm into blind playthroughs and almost blind playthroughs like this one's going to be, because I haven't played it in so long I've forgotten almost everything about it, as you'll see. So without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Paris, city of love, romance and dreams.
Oui, oui.
So they say. I used to say it too, but ever since that
Nico. I remember
day of the
Nico
murder,
and George.
I've always associated my beloved Paris
That's about it
with death.
from this game. Hence the blind playthrough, or almost blind rather playthrough, which is one of the things I love to do, especially remasters. That's my thing. The Templars. Anything to do with the Templars is cool. I'm gonna let this run all the way through. I think there's quite a bit of intro, if I remember these games right. So we'll get a good straight into it kind of thing.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview.
Typical editor.
With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the
Carchon.
Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why. Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
So charming and
Yep.
so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes.
Yeah,
But
me
unless
too.
you humor them, they don't go away.
Creepy looking. Oh wow, he's especially
Here I
creepy
was.
looking.
The palace of the media king and the ice queen. I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
Someone's breaking in.
Madame Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The ice queen was certainly living up to her reputation.
Diamond cutter.
Will you be staying for the interview?
Something's going
Mademoiselle.
down.
I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty. You're
Oh,
too kind,
ooh.
madame.
Oh,
Ah, the talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please. But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father.
look how gaudy
He was
the
a
room
great
is.
man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose. Excuse me for one moment, my dear girl.
Check I'm unmuted here.
You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame. That was no cat. My God, what? Monsieur Carchon!
Oh wow.
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen.
You're right.
She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered.
The plot
And
thickens.
here was I, Nico Coulard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops?
Nope.
Or start my own investigation?
Yep.
It was a no-brainer.
Alright, we're in. Move the mouse pointer around the screen. Discover areas of interest, yep. And it'll change when you pass over interaction portion, yep. Left to perform the action. And I think spanner, wrench, icon to save and restore a game and adjust settings. Okay, fairly standard. Love point and click adventures, even from the very first one I ever played, Monkey Island, Secret Monkey Island. Loved them. Oh, okay, so you go through that door. There's a bust. Library, books. The body. A bunch of things. Let's start with the bust.
A bust of Pierre Cauchon, humble servant of La France.
So just a bust. Let's check out the books. Leather-bound books.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions.
Rich mahogany. Window. Oh, there's two options. Must be right-click.
A small round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job.
So if I right-click,
This was the work of the
Looks.
mime. Unless the cat was in on it too.
left-click, interact.
I didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself. Pierre Cauchon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room.
Likes busts of himself. Alright, let's take a look at the body.
Mimes and guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mime. I'd come across this murderer before, and written about him. The costume killer, at least
Costume
that's what I'd called him.
What's that? You can pick it up.
It was one of my hair clips. My favorite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down.
And what we're picking with that? What's this?
Some people hate searching corpses for clues.
Cheetos.
Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend. Cauchon had been shot.
Apparently so. What's this?
In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I tampered with the evidence. There was no going back now.
Alright. Oh, face.
His lifeless eyes stared blankly at nothing. I closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
Yes, it was. Inventory, okay, yeah. Notes. Okay, real-time updates. Back. Hint. Hopefully we don't ever have to use that. What else we got? That's still him. Oh, we can go outside. Click on everything. Whoa.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him.
Oh, you can't stay out there? Okay. Alright, let's get out. Let's go see what's going on in here.
The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them.
Might be a few here. Another room. Let's focus on this table.
A Louis XIV table with an antique cloth.
14th.
Imelda had taste. But hey, with a husband that rich, taste is easy.
Tapestry.
A medieval pageant. Original, no doubt. The tapestry must have cost a fortune.
Nothing else we can do with that. Alright, what's this? A napkin.
I reckoned that cloth might
It's
just
like a
turn
Templar
out to be
cross.
useful.
Oh. Hello.
There was a tiny hole in the tabletop. Part of the inlay had been chipped away.
Guess what we've got?
Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
Lucky for us, we have... We drag it. Oh, yeah.
Aha! Nico,
Nice.
you are
Solving
just so
puzzles.
damn good at this stuff.
Is that a flashlight?
Instead of comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat. Why? Because there
we
was
can.
something going on here, and I had to get answers before the cops arrived. And hey, she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
What is that?
A key. Maybe a safe key.
Okie dokie. Alright. Let's see. Painting.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
Oh, meow. What's this? Oh, I didn't look.
It was a tube
Okay.
of acrylic paint. French ultramarine. Just the color I was after for my bathroom.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Young lady, what are you doing? Oh, this paint. It's my favorite color.
For
Lifting
God's
stuff.
sake, keep the damn stuff.
She's hurting.
Imelda looked shocked, but still every bit as hostile.
Well, let's just go straight in then.
Excuse me, madame.
Yes?
Oh. Topics.
I am so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
Cast
see.
iron.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly, I preferred it that way.
Who's that?
How did your husband know my father?
Oh,
I have no idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Collard.
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know,
Collard.
most of them women.
This creepy mime.
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't
So
patronize
cold.
me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you have any moral sense at all?
Oh, good versus... Okay, the good versus bad approach. Well, I'm usually the good.
That's why I do this
First.
job.
You do it to see your name in print.
As if. My editor gets the byline, I just do the work.
Well, don't expect my sympathy.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The
She's
dutiful
softening
wife.
up.
That was my role. He never talked, never let me in.
I know one thing, madame.
What?
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
Space Marines versus Chaos. Space
Your
Marines for the
husband
win.
invited me here today because he needed me. I think he knew somebody wanted to kill him, and he knew I could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
You're wrong. I was onto his killers already, I am sure of it. Please, you owe it to him.
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
You really do have a moral sense, don't you? I
She's winning
trust
her
so
over.
few people. And perhaps Pierre really did think that you could help. Of course it wouldn't have stopped him seducing you too. Here, take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
Thank you. I promise you won't regret
Wow, we
this.
turned that around. Good deal, Nico. Anything else we can talk to her about? The inventory stuff.
Madame Cachon,
Please call me Imelda. We hardly need the formalities now, do we?
What's this ticket?
So, her husband took secret boat
Oh,
trips.
okay.
Did she really need to see the ticket?
No. I guess you don't need to see anything else I've lifted.
I was sure that there was more to find. I just had to keep looking.
We've got 2 doors. What's this one?
It was the way out. A beautiful, expensive, antique way out, but the way out nevertheless.
Alright, we're not finished yet though. Okay, let's go check out this other door. So atmospheric, I love it. Look at this door.
A fine Baroque door. It would look great in my apartment.
It's like 10 feet high.
The door was locked.
Oh, she gave us a key. And use.
Now we were
Click.
getting somewhere.
Light switch.
Even the light switch looked impressive. I didn't need the lights on. It was light enough already.
No special UV. Bet there's a safe behind here.
The painting showed the Cachons together, in love. As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie? The Cachons. Noblesse oblige.
Oblige.
The painting was attached firmly to the wall.
Hello.
Aha! There was a small button hidden in the picture frame. There was the very faintest of clicks.
Okay, open. Yes.
Behind the picture was a safe.
And we have a safe key.
The safe looked pretty secure.
We found in a table. That looks like a cryptex.
There was a strange stone cylinder in the
From
safe.
Tom Hanks. Da Vinci Code. Da Vinci Code, yeah. Remember that?
In the safe was some kind of artifact. There were
There's a
strange
cross again.
symbols on its surface. It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols, they are always important. But these symbols scratched into stone were impossible to read. I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was
We've
round.
got ink.
But what could I use for
Tissue,
ink?
paper,
And
or
what could I print
handkerchief, or
on?
whatever.
Sure, I was stealing, but I knew Imelda didn't know about the artifact, and Carchon was past carrying.
Alright. Well, what's on the table? Look at the couch.
The sofa was antique. For one horrible moment, I had an image of a naked Carchon wriggling around on it with a young journalist. Oh. This wasn't the time for me to lie on the sofa doing my Marie Antoinette impression. Though it is very popular at parties, especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why.
Look at the table.
As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter and in tray had clearly been placed with mathematical precision.
What is that? Oh, that's the blotter.
It was a sheet of blotting paper in a leather holder. Its cracked surface looked ancient, reminded me of its owner. The in tray, like everything else in this place, was beautiful. One day I was going to have an in tray like that,
Well,
even if I had to sell my apartment to pay for it.
we could use paint and make a roller. Yes.
I'd spread blue paint over the bottom of the tray. It was ruined. I was a very bad girl, but also quite a clever one.
Yeah. Because now we can use this roller thing. Hey, I used to think this was a really
I rolled
hard
the
set of
artifact
puzzles.
in the paint until it was completely coated.
Now use it on the blotter. And we should see what's on the cylinder.
Genius! The roller and the paint worked just as I planned, but what did it say?
Let's take a
It
look.
was some kind of coded message. It read,
Sub
Subjudice. I may not have learned a lot as a journalist, but that was a term I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense.
SDSS.
I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message. The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The Conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité by the river housed the ancient law codes. So, sub judice could in this case mean literally under the law codes, below
Nice.
the Conciergerie.
Guess that's where we're going. Anything else on here? Oh, what's this?
My heart skipped a beat. It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father.
Huh.
I knew for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Carchon had known my father. They really must have been friends.
Let's pick it up.
I decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly meant nothing to Imelda. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here.
Good.
And besides,
Good clue.
all this
Good hint.
opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist, I was definitely going to win it this time.
Okay. What about this door?
It was a back door. Locked.
Locked.
Not surprising, really.
Nothing on this painting. Alright, she said get out. Let's get out. We got places to go.
I couldn't leave without saying goodbye to Imelda.
True.
Did you find anything useful?
This carving, do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend. Something to do with Africa.
He never explained any more.
No. But I think it was important to him. Always on display. Why?
It was carved by my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda, I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my dear.
And if the police ask,
Don't worry. You were never here.
sub judice was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité. If there was a way of getting under the conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
Good plan. And we're going straight there.
Carchon
Nice.
wasn't the type for messing about on the river. He was up to something down here. Something that got him killed.
That's back. What's this? Boat.
An old boyfriend of mine owned a barge once. Dampest relationship I ever had. In every way.
Nothing else there. What's this? Portcullis.
This fence was a permanent fixture.
Okay. Nothing happening. Nope.
The fence wouldn't move.
Same with this one, I'm assuming.
This fence was a permanent fixture. This fence...
Oh, right, got it. Alright. Oh, we can interrupt. Okay. That's gonna be handy.
This fence wouldn't move either.
What's this? Up and out. I think we need to stay down first. Let's go check this out. What's that? That looks like a Templar cross.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before. It was embroidered on the lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
Let's open the gate. Come on.
I tried pushing the fence, but it wouldn't move.
Oh,
A
hello.
strange pair of locks stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
Oh no. It's a slide puzzle. I am not good at these. Okay, so these move. Oh, okay. Up and down or left and right. We're gonna get this one out of the way. that's no good. Let's go back and try that again. How long are we going to be here? I want to move a little bit. So this has to go down here. So we got to clear. What? How do we clear that? This one out of the way. Not like that. Move it up out of the way first. That does nothing for us. Oh, hello. Now that one all the way over. Oh man, I'm close-ish. Oh, I'm so close. What? What do I need to do? How? Wow, I'll get this one out of the way now. Yes. How did I do that?
Yes. One down, one to go.
That was totally random. Please don't be as hard. I can move this one almost all the way already. Okay. No, not getting anywhere there. That one needs to come down here. So that's going to go up there. So that goes all the way up out of the way. That has to come, this one has to move. Ooh. Okay, or no, not getting any closer to that one. Let's start up there. This one has to move this one to get this one up. That one has to go. Onto something here. Oh gosh. This one has to move. That's the key one. How do you move you? Gosh. This is... I told you I was useless at these. People are tearing their hair out right now, I can tell. See the point in moving that one up. That's up and at the end. Once this one is down and out of the way. So if we move that one up. I don't get it. That's the one that needs to get out of the way now. And that one down there. Ever done it?
Nothing like a good convent education for honing your lockpicking
That was
skills.
way harder than I thought. There I was saying this was easy. Let's go.
For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system.
We're getting
This
darker.
place was definitely fishy, in more ways than one.
Boat skeleton.
The skiff hadn't been touched for years. I've got an exercise bike just like that.
That's a great word. Skiff.
Oops.
Hello? What's this?
It was an old shell case, probably from the 50s. I knew what I was talking about. I grew up watching war movies.
Well, let's get it.
An old shell case. I wondered what that was doing there.
What do we do with this?
I really didn't want to pull the fence back up and risk trapping myself in this place.
Yep. Oh, hello. What's that?
A rough hole was cut into the pillar.
Showcase. I guess that means no. Oh, this thing again. Yes. Animations usually
Mystery
mean
solved.
Mystery
Carchon's
solved.
stone cylinder slotted into the hole with a satisfying click.
click.
The words sinister and Dexter were carved on either
S
side.
and D.
Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left, right. But what did it mean here?
So we've got that thing.
Rolling out the painted cylinder, and it read, Sub Judice. Below it was a sequence of letters.
S.
S, D, S, S, D, S, S.
S, D, S, S, D, S, S. So, S.
A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe.
D.
Another click. Another step closer.
S. S. D. S. S.
I love the sound of locks clicking open.
Alright. Even darker. What's this? Another cross. Let's have a look. This looks like an Indiana Jones roof fall room.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before. Oh my god! The slab came down with a hell of a force.
What's this?
With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again. If I was going to get a closer look at the panel, I'd have to find a way of keeping the cross up.
We'll prop it up. We have a shell casing. if that's big enough. Okay.
Lifting the cross closed the entrance door
Use one hand.
and also opened some kind of stone panel. Ingenious.
Let's try you first. Yes.
The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
What's this?
A round slot precisely carved into the stonework.
Another round slot. Push it.
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened,
Nothing
which
bad.
was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
Can't look a close up at it. What's round? Safe key? Nope. Key? Shell casing is round. Maybe I can prop something else up. Use something
I
else up.
removed the shell case.
So open. We pull up. Safe key.
This wouldn't hold the cross up. But I was on the right track. I
Gotta be the
needed to
case.
use something sturdier.
This key.
This wouldn't hold the cross up. But I was on the right track. I needed to use something sturdier.
Okay, so what's gonna go in there? Oh, the thing. Oh, we left it outside. The round thing. Okay, I have to go get it then. We'll look at the door.
A door made out of stone. They normally are.
Okay, let's go get that thing we put in the wall if we can. Maybe a one-shot deal.
I removed the shell case.
Hello, what are you?
Ut lex vel ut next sumito. To the law or unto death submit. I guess these people didn't believe in liberté, égalité, or fraternity. Yes, I'll admit it. I was a swot at school. I also wore lipstick and the nuns never knew.
See if we can grab that thing, the cryptex thing. Pick it up. Oh, sweet.
I removed the stone cylinder.
Okay. Lift. Showcase. Cylinder. It's a tricky one. Yeah. Showcase. Cylinder. Alright. Now what?
The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed.
Interesting.
A hidden door. This was getting interesting. Shame the mechanism jammed. I was going to have to find a way to prise it open.
Pin.
I was going to need something a lot stronger than a hair clip to free the door.
Key. Then, this ticket. Credit card style. Oh, we're just gonna get a bunch of. No, aren't we? Elephant. No. I'm just gonna try everything, I guess. That doesn't make any sense, though, does it? Last thing. So, I guess we'll take that. That's gonna close again. Can we take this pipe?
I removed the shell case. The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up.
So let's try the shell case over here.
The gap was too narrow. I needed something flatter to work into it.
We don't have anything. We could we flatten the shell case? It's like using the same thing over and over again. Oh, the door comes down. Will this activate?
The cross didn't drop back down.
Oh, this thing.
Some
Okay.
kind of mechanism was holding it up.
Lots of parts to this puzzle. Alright, pick this out. So I can't interact. So can I put the shell casing down over there? Jingle means yes. Alright, well, let's go. This is a big hunch. Splat. What's happened to it? Is it flat?
The stone slab had flattened one end of the shell case.
Nice. Will it? Oh, will will it still hold up this? Oh gosh, I'll go hunting for another shell case. So use it again. Oh, barely. Cryptex in there. I know it's not a cryptex. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. As long as we use it 5 times. Okay, pick this up and use it over there.
I removed the shell case.
Flat. She said flat. Come on. Yes!
Another good use for a shell case. Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
Let's go see. Wow. Even darker.
Wow. Through the darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
A hidden stateroom too, and with that, that's a perfect cliffhanger to end this first video. I'm so stoked to have finally gotten one done. And now I'm going to go off and practice my editing skills and get this uploaded, and this will be the first one on the website, on the channel rather. So I'm extremely happy about that. Thank you guys very much for tuning in and listening to me and watching me play. If you like this sort of thing and you want to see more content like this, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a like. It really helps me get going, helps with a lot of things. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks very much.